All right, let's talk about balance a little bit. With balance, everyone thinks, well, I have bad balance, I can't hold myself up. There's nothing I can do about it. Or I'm just going to keep practicing balance, balance, balance. It doesn't get better. We need to think about the muscles responsible for balancing. From the hip, the glute max, your gluteus maximus is a hip extensor. It's responsible for bringing your leg behind you or holding you upright, because this is also hip extension. Glutes are responsible for keeping that pelvis and keep your body upright. Glute medius on the side of your hip is responsible for abducting the leg, bringing the leg out to the side. More importantly, it's responsible for keeping your pelvis level. So when I stand on my right leg, it's my right glute that's preventing my pelvis from dropping. So it's right glute keeping the pelvis level. If my pelvis drops, I'm going to fall. Glute max, glute medius, two very important muscles for balance as far as the legs are concerned. Let's go up to the trunk and the torso. We'll talk about the core. The core. Everybody wants the six-pack, the rectus abdominis muscle. That's pretty, not very functional. You've got your internal and external obliques that help tie your rib cage down to your pelvis. So if I'm tying my rib cage to my pelvis from my obliques and my lats, and I'm tying my femur, my upper leg to my pelvis with my glutes, these things need to be working to connect things, to stay balanced. So you need the abdominal muscles. Transverse abdominis also very important. QL, quadratus lumborum, also important for tying the rib cage down to the pelvis. So when we talk about balance, the cues that I like to use are connect the rib cage to the pelvis. So when people want to stand tall, they tend to do this. And they raise their rib cage up and they're kind of extending their spine. Let's stay neutral. And let's just connect the rib cage down to the spine. So it's a little bit of a pelvic tilt. I've still got a pretty good arch here. I'm not slouching. I'm not here. I'm not arching my back. I'm just connected. I'm tying this together. It's an isometric contraction. Your core muscles are isometric. They're designed to hold you in place, to maintain positioning. They don't develop power and movement. They control power and movement. So that's the key to balance. Our glute medius, glute max, core muscles, remembering they're not in charge of sit-ups. They're in charge of holding you together, tying the upper body to the lower body. Let's keep that in mind.